Hey everyone, Leo with Dreaming Tree, and welcome to the assembly video for our Retro Gamer Shaker card. I've got all my pieces cut out here in front of me, and another simple one actually. Okay, so here's our card base. I went with the solid scoreline version since it's nicer looking. And we're gonna just begin by putting our little panel inside. This piece is the piece that you're gonna write your little message on. You can do a print and cut. Maybe we'll even include some inserts for it. But I did put together some really cool retro looking captions for the front. Now, if you don't have the ability to do print and cut, which most of you nowadays do, there's a few people that I've talked to that just don't want to spend the money on ink and so on and so forth, and I get it. There are some very inexpensive options out there though. Okay, so that's in there. Now, we've included this caption, this version here, okay? And this one, obviously, why is there 3 layers there? We don't need that. Okay, the way that this works is this is the top layer, okay? And we're gonna take and glue this to the middle layer that has just a few little things cut out. It almost looks like confetti. Okay, and those are actually the centers of some of the letters that have those little centers that pop out. So you just want to make sure that you get that lined up correctly. Okay, so that's going to go like that. And you can see, once we put this in place, that we've got those nice centers in there. Okay, so that's going to go in there, and then we're going to put glue on this entire back part, like so, and apply that to the final back layer that has nothing cut out of it. It's just that little solid piece, okay? And so that is gonna go right here. You'll notice that there's a series of little score marks there, and that's where we're gonna glue that, like that, okay? But again, I'm not using that one. I'm using one of the print and cut versions that we have in the extras folder, and we've got them for a variety of occasions. I just did a print and cut. This is a ping file. So we're gonna apply some glue to that and just pop that right into position here using these little markers. Now this is obviously a little bit bigger than it needs to be, just to give us a little bit of wiggle room. And I think this purple on the yellow looks fantastic. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is, it's actually already time to get our foam out, our foam tape, okay? And since we want this card to span, well, we want the depth of this card to be the same all the way around. You're going to have these 2 layers, but we're not putting both of them together just yet, just the first one, okay? And this is going to go on like this. But we need to raise this up, okay? So we're gonna grab our foam tape and we're gonna begin applying it. I'm gonna make sure that I get just the right amount. So I'm gonna apply it right up to about there. I don't wanna go all the way out to the edge. Just gonna pop that right on there. To about here. Okay. Then we're going to go down. Keep that right butted up against our caption. Go down as far as we can. Now we don't want it showing through this little part here, so we do need to kind of cut it a little bit early. Okay, this side is not going to be a problem at all. Just line that up. And also, one other tip too, for those of you that make shaker cards, there's a little product that comes with a little brush, and inside of the little container is essentially baby powder. And that is to kind of, you take the brush and rub it against the sides of your foam tape, and that prevents anything that you put in there, because we're going to fill this up with little confetti. to create the little shaker element part of it. And that prevents it from sticking to the sides, okay? Now, I already did that to mine. We're going to try to make this as accurate as possible. I'm going to go crazy with a razor blade. Okay, so now take a look at this. And let's just make sure that we're going to bring this all the way over here. It doesn't need to go all the way down, but I'm going to bring it all the way down just so that it stays nice and solid all the way. Okay. So far so good. And then what we can do, just to make sure that we get it in the right spot, is just place one more little piece right here, like that. Let's make sure that fits. I cut it too big. Let me peel that off. Don't worry about that. Just need a little tiny piece there. Just like that. Okay, let's make sure that that fits nicely. And it does. All right, so let's peel this off. Okay. We'll get this first layer in place. I'm going to fill it with some confetti, put our acetate in place. Okay, so line that up as accurately as you can with the card base. That looks good so far. Okay, so now we need to find some little confetti to put in here for the shaker element. It just so happens that I have some that perfectly complement the color of this background. So those are nice little stars. Let's see what else I have in here. Maybe some bigger pieces. Let's add these. You can just literally put some on my finger, just drop them in there. And you can put some bigger pieces in there too, if you want. Let me see what else I can put in here. Those are little bunnies. I think that's plenty, okay? All right, next, we have to seal this up. And here's some acetate. All right, so what we're gonna do is just apply glue around the perimeter here, nice and thin. You don't need a lot. We just need it to kind of stay in place. We're gonna be putting another black layer on top of this anyway to hide this gluey mess that we're making right now. Okay, so just give that a second. And then we're going to take and apply glue to this piece, which we're going to use to cover up this whole thing and kind of seal it off and close it off like a little time capsule. Work your way around the perimeter. Like so. Okay. And just line that up as accurately as you can. Just like that. Press down, especially right around there. And up here. Super cool. Okay, now I'm going to add some color. There's our yellow. This is Astro Bright. We got this from 12 by 12 cardstock shop. Now, if you're using this, notice that it is a little bit thinner than your typical cardstock. So I would not cake the glue on this too thick, as I'm afraid that it might kind of, you know, blemish it or kind of make it look, well, the glue might show through, is my concern. So I'm going pretty easy on the glue here. Okay, and this is just going to go right on top of the black. Like so. Beautiful. And then we just have to put some buttons on it. And that's really it. Look at that. Super cool. What a fun card. Okay, so to give the buttons and the keypad some dimension, we did do 3 layers on each one. So all you're going to do is just kind of glue these on top of each other, all 3 layers. The first 2, obviously, I didn't ink, but I did ink the top layer, just because I'm an ink freak. I like adding ink. Hello, we have a new fan on Facebook. Thank you for hitting that like button. We always appreciate that. All right, so there's that. And you can see that it's kind of like a little puzzle, obviously. You can see exactly where it needs to go. Make sure it's all together. Throw some glue on there. And just pop it right into place. Just like that. This little strip right here, that's your power button. It's going to go on top. Just a tiny little bit of glue for that. And that's going to go right here. Loving these retro colors. There we go. And then, of course, 4 buttons. And it doesn't matter which one you put where. You can have fun with that. You can make them whatever color you want. Just take and glue all 3 layers together. I've got my inked layer going on top. Just like that. And then put some glue on all 3 layers and pop it into place into one of the little cutouts. Just like that. Okay, so you're going to repeat that process with all 3 colors. All right, so there's your shaker card. Super cool. Little caption inside there. Opens up beautifully. Simple, but cool and quick. Perfect for like a summer birthday card. I know with summer right now, not a lot of people want to spend too much time in the craft room, but anyway, we have an envelope here. We're going to take and fold all these in. It's going to go like this. Okay, actually, before we do that, here is the little part of the top flap, just to give this a little extra color. What we're going to do is apply glue to this entire flap, like so. Just try to stay away from the little lightning bolt there. Just work around it. I'm going to take this piece, I did ink it, and we're going to slide it right up to the fold. Make sure it's centered. And then go ahead and press it down, like so. Gives it that nice two-toned effect. And then this additional little lightning bolt, go ahead and just put a couple little dots of glue on that. Right out to the very tip. Okay. And that's just going to get centered inside. There we go. And bring these 2 flaps in. Apply just a little bit of glue along the inside here, like so, all the way down. Same thing here. And close it up. And just close it up. And voila. Okay. There is our coordinating envelope. And as you can see here, fits the card beautifully. And that's going to do it. That's pretty much it. If you guys want to get fancy, if there's a certain game that your recipient really likes, you can always just go on the internet, do a little screenshot, print it out and put it in there instead. You know, just get creative with it. It'll be fun. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Also hit the little bell so you get notifications anytime we release a new project, whether it be paid or free. And if you make this or anything from our new bundle, I'd love to see it, and so would the rest of our community. So head over to your Facebook and join us in the Dreaming Tree group. Look up Dreaming Tree Official. That's where you'll find myself and over 46,000 other dreamers that inspire us daily. So anyway, hope you had a blast, and as always, I look forward to crafting with you again. Hey, thanks for crafting along with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out some of our other videos, and please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to visit our site and check out our free SVG section, where you'll find over 140 free SVG files complete with assembly tutorials. I'll see you in the craft room.